Daddy was the same. He showed me as a kid how to live and let live. And if you think you know what's good for them, you don't. Man,
all right, and the next in the series, I know some of my libertarian friends are going to be a little upset with me because I've got a lot of Glenn Beck books. I love the way he writes and everything. This is Cowards, what politicians, radicals, and the news media refuse to say. I'm really surprised how different this book was as opposed to Arguing with Idiots. This one, it's still really great writing, but it's a lot more in depth. If you're not used to reading a political book, this one has a lot more facts in it, you know, that you're going to have to sit and focus on. You don't have your little ADD moments like you do in Arguing with Idiots, but it's still a really great way for someone who's used to reading a little bit more challenging material to get into. For me, it really wasn't hard to get through, but I learned a lot about something they call progressivism, and he goes in a lot of depth about that. I learned a whole lot about the economic terrorist named George Soros. There's really not a lot of coverage on him, but I learned an immense amount of how he's pulling strings with not only Democrats, but with Republicans also. And it's very interesting. He also mentions a lot of libertarianism in this book. So libertarians might not be so mad about this, but he highly supports libertarians in this book. But like I said, if you were wanting to go and read a book, I would say read Arguing with Idiots first and then go into this one. But there's a lot of good information on this. I'd say knowledge to page ratio is probably a 7. And I would probably give the overall book a 7.5. So, and heck, if you know what libertarianism is, you're probably good enough to go ahead and read it. So check it out.
As long as schools keep washing brains on how to ride that gravy train and teaching kids that there just ain't no God up in the sky. As long as they say guns are bad, you don't need no mom and dad, and sex is just some fun you have, and love is all a lie. Well, I pray for all those kids you raised on my hard-working dime, but unless you change your crazy ways, you ain't raising mine.